Very, very appropriate music there. Just the awesomeness of that event was amazing. Hello again, guys and girls, the Gears of War community. Welcome back to another Gears of War 3 gameplay commentary. So yeah, in this commentary, I just want to explain what you've just saw and what that means. So, the team Momentum, that's me, Redin, Coded and Fruz, the Gears of War team, have left Roughnecks and we're moving to a different gaming organisation called Epiphany. And so first off, the reasoning for this is technically, actually, we didn't leave it. They dropped the game Gears of War because they didn't have any faith in the Gears of War community anymore, or the game itself. They didn't have any faith that Gears of War could pull that kind of crowd. So it's understandable. I mean, we are pretty much the smallest game in esports. So yeah. Anyway, before I go any further, the gameplays you're watching are two one-round gameplays. The first one is just, like, it's mental, the amount I carried my team. And you can see, I won't ruin it, but you can see for yourself at the end of this first round how much I carried my team. And the fact that we still lost is just abysmal. But, yeah. Anyway, so... oh yeah, and the second gameplay I cannot remember much about. I think I just destroyed some people with the torpo, but, you know, I can't really remember. Anyway, so what is a gaming organisation is the main thing I wanted to touch on in this gameplay. So, basically, a gaming organisation is a company, business, whatever you want to call it, is one of those things, and they specialise in making money from esports by sponsoring teams and using that sponsorship to promote themselves in esports. So you see a team like Apex. Apex is the organisation. The team had many names, but most of the time it was Afterlife. And then... oh god... I've accidentally restarted my thing, so I'm just going to guess around 9 minutes 30 seconds is the time to end this commentary. So if there's like 10 minutes of black screen, I do apologise, guys. But anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so a organisation is something that sponsors players and teams to represent them at esports events, and then from that representation they get their own exposure, they get people to know that name, and then from that you go to their website, people go to the company's website, and the majority of the time those sponsors, those organisations are sponsored by other larger organisations, not necessarily gaming, but most of the time they are gaming, like Astro, and there are quite a lot of PC parts selling websites, you know, where they sell motherboards, hard drives, anything like CPU, stuff like that. So you see that quite a lot. So basically there's a hierarchy kind of thing where you have the big companies like Astro who sponsor the small gaming orgs who sponsor the teams. So basically that is the general idea of it. So a team, they make money, or they don't make money, they get sponsored by a gaming org, and then that gaming org makes money by being sponsored from that other larger company, and the larger company makes money by getting traffic through the website, usually of the first gaming org. So how does it all work? I mean, what happens? What does sponsoring mean? Well, when you sponsor a team on Gears of War 3, or on any game rather, it's completely across the board for esports. It can be anything from what we have at Gears of War, which is usually they do things like pay for travel, pay for tickets, and occasionally a org that has a lot of faith in you will give you some spending money. But basically, it's all about the event. They want to get you to that event, and other than that, they don't really pay for much else. Occasionally, they will pay for you to go into online tournaments. So if there's an online tournament with a fee, they'll pay for you to get into that. But other than that, that's it, basically. They pay for you to go to events. That's for small games in esports. And basically, the org that I am signed with now, Epiphany, I'm not too fond on the name, by the way. It wasn't my choice of name. It was, well, of course it wasn't. We just signed with the org. We didn't have anything to do with the making of the org. But yeah, I'm not too fond of the name, but I like the idea that the org is putting out. So basically, our org offers us, right now, they don't offer us a lot. They'll offer us things like t-shirt, astro tags, a little bits of help here and there. But first, what we have to do to prove to them that we can actually be worth it is we have to place high enough in an event to prove our worth, basically. So if we place like top 5 out of 30 teams, or top 3 out of 15 teams, or whatever, they will then, after that, offer to pay for us to go to events. And that's basically how you get an organisation to fund you. Other than that, you can usually get an org just by being like, oh yeah, we're going to go to an event, and they'll say, oh yes, so we'll sponsor you, or we'll let you represent us at that event, and then if you do well at that event, then we will sponsor you. But there are certain larger orgs out there which you have to do a little bit more. Usually the largest orgs like SK Gaming, Dignitas, on the LoL side of things like Curse, big gaming orgs, big successful orgs like that, you usually have to do something like achieved something in the past anyway. But as for that, that's what we are getting from Epiphany. Now, in comparison to other games, so smallish games like Halo, quite similar. Call of Duty, a little bit of middle ground, not too big, not too small. I think they do offer a little more than we do get at Gears and Halo. But then you have a look at the PC gaming side of things, the really large games. So let's use League of Legends, for example. Currently, I think they are the absolute titans of esports, and for good reason. Riot Games just, they just put that shit out there like crazy, and it's just done amazing in the esports scene. But so what do teams get from orgs when they are sponsored for a game like League of Legends? Well, let's have a look at Team Curse. What do they get? They get sponsored for going to events. They get sponsored. Occasionally, they buy PCs. Oh, I remember. They get a mansion. They get a freaking mansion. They get a mansion. A mansion. I just have to keep saying this. A gaming organisation, basically, they allow these people to stay in their mansion and be together at all times while they are sponsored by this organisation. If you look up Team Curse Mansion, it's not like the generic mansion. It's like a big, stylish kind of house that you might see like a film star or some millionaire own. It's not like the generic, oh, it's got like 50 feet or 50 acres of garden, it's got massive kind of hedges around it. No, it's kind of like a really kind of big modern house and things like that, but basically it's a mansion. And that is just awesome, it's one of the few things that makes me want to go to League of Legends. But before I actually go into League of Legends esports, I have to be good at it. So yeah, I am playing that quite a lot lately, and I'm trying to get into it. But yeah, basically that is what a big team organisation like Curse will give you. And those are just like the basics of what a gaming organisation is. If you have any questions, before, I just want to say that these are my opinions. I've only been in the scene for about a year now, and like I can bet most people who play game battles or anything before LAN events don't actually know what a gaming organisation is. But yeah, guys, after this, I just want you, at the end, I've got like a little sexy video for you guys to watch. That's what I've been trying to do lately, put separate videos that are kind of short on the end of my commentaries. But anyway, guys, I think I'm running over, so I'm just going to say thank you for watching, and goodbye.